I really challenge all of us to push back on that there's one type of economic system or there's two types of economic systems, and regardless of culture, they're always the same. Because a lot of Americans, and here's an example to really help drive it home, a lot of Americans think Europe is socialist, y'all. A lot of Americans think Europe is communist because they have socialized healthcare. Europe is predominantly capitalist. They just have a safety net we don't have in the US in a lot of places. And I learned being in China recently, they call themselves communists. They don't have socialized healthcare. Now, it's generally more affordable and accessible than in the United States, but it still is linked to their jobs, and their employer pays part of the insurance, and they pay part of it as well. So when we cannot look at capitalism in the US as a cookie cutter for how it looks everywhere else, and we can't look at communism in one setting, or even what people claim to be communism in one setting, and think that's cookie cutters for everywhere else, and that there's nothing in between at all, ever. So that is why I'm a big believer, and I talk a lot about here, on what healthy leadership looks like, what signs of manipulation look like, reading power dynamics, because wherever you are in the world, in whatever economic system you're in, you will need to know these things to not be vulnerable to a dark triad wannabe dictator.